10 dimensions, one scoring guide. Every country score on the same checklist. This is the Life Arbitrage Index. And from here on, all the cities and countries we'll visit in this channel will be used. 7 years of travels, 18 countries, at least 8 weeks in each, and several more than a year. It's enough time to understand how the country actually works. Use the bus route for daily commute, use outside of the tourist areas, going to the immigration offices, sign a real lease. After 18 countries, one question keeps coming up: which is the best country? And that is a grand question. The real one is best at what? Every country is the best deal at something. Life arbitrage is finding which one. The hard part isn't picking a country. The hard part is matching what you need right now to the country that's currently the best deal at that thing before the window closes. So I built a rubric, 5 axes, 10 score dimensions, same checklist, every country, a score from actually a live, month on the ground. It's a guide if you're thinking of migrating and want to understand what life there is really like. Or if you want to access something a country offer, the real cost, and a lot more. Each dimension is scored from 1 to 10, and every score is built in 3 layers. Layer 1, the objective data is that anyone can Google, right? Launch price, years to citizens, tax rate, anyone can access to this. Layer 2, the live friction. What's the part only you know? After actually really doing it, really like it, say online, or where the details hiding. Layer 3, the strategic value. Because cheap isn't everything and isn't the same as useful. In a bad tax country can be still a elite passport country. 3 layers, 10 dimensions, 1 to 10. I'm going to explain how simple all this sound. Axis 1, money. 2 score dimensions. First one, cost of quality. Know how cheap, how much you actually get per dollar you spend. And second, tax burden. Territorial or worldwide system, the special regimes, the treaty with your passport country, the entrepreneur regimes. Example, in Bolivia, a full almuerzo, soup, main course, dessert costs around $1. Cheaper to eat out than to cook. That can be a 10 on cost of quality. On tax burden, and Bolivia is another story. And that's the point. The same country can score elite in one dimension and average in another. Access to daily life, how rewarding and how healthy your week actually is. Markets, transport, weather, services, food, 2 score dimensions, food and daily life quality, and housing accessibility. Housing isn't just a price. It's whether foreigners can sign a contract without a local guarantor. Example, in northern Spain, fresh fish from the sea at the market, the seafront prominent for walking, everyday life score highly. Landlord requires a guarantor that most foreigners don't have. Large deposits or long-term contracts that make a short stay impossible. Axis 3, adventure and skills. Which experience the country actually excel at and what a certification costs there. Surf, diving, climbing, sell skill. This is part of life. What hobbies and what version of yourself this country gives you access to. Example, a dive certification in Koh Tao, Thailand costs a fraction of what the same course in Europe or the Americas. Different price tag because of the local economy. Each country has one adventure, sport, or hobby where is the deep axis for community, people, a punctuated dimension. How locals actually relate. Many of you probably knows that it's very different to be passing through a city and to live there. and understand how people are treated, whether the language barrier is real or theoretical, or life is difficult to imagine it without sharing with people. So this is important if you want to spend your time in one country. Axis 5, paperwork. 4 score dimensions here. 1, passport pathway. Years to resident, years to citizenship, the fast track. Bureaucratic friction. Does the appointment exist? Or is there a 6-month quote? Health. What about healthcare access? It's public, private, hybrid. What actually you can access? What a foreign can actually use? And pet friendly, quarantines, weight limits in the cabin, the paperwork. Example, Spain for someone from Latin America open a path to the citizenship in around 2 years of residence. That is a elite pathway. Nowhere else in Europe is that fast. Bureaucratic friction is high, the appointments, the quote, but the price at the end is an EU passport that opens a lot of opportunity. Healthcare is high score too. Heavy usage, including the dentist. And what about pet friendlies? Jack, my 12 years old dog, has crossed the border with me, so I know which one make it simple and which one turn it into a logistic problem. Until this point, you're probably thinking, rankings are subjective. Every traveler has their own priorities, and you're probably right. That's exactly why the index isn't a ranking. It's 10 dimensions, scored independently, so you can ignore the ones you don't care about and wait to the ones you do. The same country can be a 10 for someone who wants surfing all year, and 3 for someone who wants a tax regime that leaves them alone. The index isn't telling you where to go. It's telling you what each country is actually selling. What the index doesn't capture are the personal pieces that may not transfer to you. Because something is happening to me doesn't mean it will happen to you. What I'm trying to give you is the most complete picture of what life inside in each country based on the month I spend in each one. I will also leave a space for you to collaborate so that the index not only represents my experience but also yours. Spain is the first country I score in because it's where I base at the time of recording, and from here every city I move to get its own breakdown. In each country I score have lived at least 8 weeks before the index video goes out, and at least 4 weeks in each city. I haven't just visited, I live there. The full version of the Life Arbitrage Index live at lifearbitrage.co. See you in the next one.